ready? Are we going? Yeah. Yay, we're going. Okay. Hey there, FlossTube. This is Cathy, the hands-on designer, and
Bill, Mr. HOD.
Okay, so we had great plans for this video. This was going to be earlier in the day, about 3 o'clock. And then things started happening and life got in the way. And I've been pretty much living on social media today. Let me tell you, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I've been rolling out the new market releases all day, and then you had some errands to run, and just things started happening. And then it was like, okay, but it's like 5 o'clock now. We should feed the animals, except I have a very needy dog under the table here. And so we're going to have a little happy hour. We haven't had a happy hour in a while. So cheers.
New release happy hour.
New release happy hour. Yay.
And this is a great beer. It's from Mardo Brewing here in town, in Sioux City. Ditch Diver IPA. It's a West Coast IPA. It's really good.
I'm having a house-made margarita. I had the ingredients in the house. I made a margarita. Just makes it sound fancier, right? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sure.
But I have a dog. Yeah, she's underneath the table, but she keeps nudging me with her nose. So if I get a little whoop every once in a while, that's
the nose is cold.
Yeah, and wet. Anyway, so yeah, so it's early evening. It's kind of actually early evening for us to be doing this. The sun's gone away. We are waiting for snow.
Couple 3 inches of snow.
To roll in again after we got rid of most of it. So yay.
Yeah, the snow from that blizzard's almost all gone. Yeah.
But yeah, so we leave for Nashville here very, very soon. But
I'm not allowed to say how long.
No, he's not. Actually, no, it's okay. Everything's at the printer now. So I don't go, la, 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 la.
About a week and a half.
Yes.
A little over a week and a half.
But a big event happens before we go. Am I allowed to say?
Sure.
It's Mr. HOD's birthday. It's a significant year. Well, they're all significant.
I was going to say, she keeps saying it's really a significant. I'm like, they're all significant.
Okay, this one ends in a 0.
I'm going to be 80? Yeah. I feel 80 sometimes. But
No. It's good that you're turning
40.
60 because,
40.
No, and not 50 either. So just nice try. But,
do we want to continue this?
Yeah, I think we should
someone else.
I will be turning 60 a few months after you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
All right, but I would like to congratulate you. We've got some hardware on the table here. So thank you, everybody who came to the superb owl stitch-in. I know we talked about it a lot. We had a little contest between, that was an online retreat stitch-in that Hands-On Design did with Steph and Jason of Lindy Stitches. And we had a little friendly competition amongst the husbands. It was called a smackdown. I thought that was kind of rather a violent, if I sit here, I look like I'm wearing a crown. I think I'll scoot a little closer to you.
Or horns.
Or probably horns, yeah, that'd be more like it. Anyway, but no, it was a very close contest. You guys were tested on your knowledge of needlework, like the kind of scissors and the counts of linen. You had to put linen in count order. I'm not exactly sure I would have gotten that one. You had to put...
Because I didn't.
No, you didn't. Jason did.
Jason did. Jason got that one right.
He got that one.
Yeah.
But are you playing with the bubble wrap over there?
My elbow
Okay.
just... Yeah. We're going to get that out of the way.
Okay. But anyway, it was a ton of fun. Yeah, we've heard from you. You want to do stuff like that again. So I don't know. We haven't really talked about it or thought about it, just mostly because we're like leaving for market here very soon. And so it's kind of like, okay. So I want to thank everybody who came. You all made it so much fun.
It was a good time. It was a lot of fun.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Oh my gosh. But I want to talk about market releases because ta-da, they're all ready. They're ready to show. I sent the email out to shops this morning, bright and early, and I always tell them they get first look at the full views and all the info, the linen, the threads, the finishing boards, anything that it might need, and then I start posting to you. And we kind of decided normally I'll one day I do this one and one day I do that one. We kind of said about once an hour. Well, it's been kind of more like every couple hours.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like I have just lived on Facebook and Instagram today, and I actually have 2 more to go yet. So as soon as we get done filming, I'll do the next to the last one, and then about an hour or so after that, I'll do the final one. So I am really excited about this lineup. It's I don't know, what should we say? Should we just start? I'm still petting the dog. She's under here. She's very, very needy. So we are going to kick it off. I have a couple series that we are kicking off here at Nashville. I have a lot. You're going to notice a couple themes. We're going to gather a lot, and a lot's going to be round.
Yep.
So I think it's kind of fun. Anyway, should we start off with, yes, it's a little series that called 4 Seasons Folk that is going to start off with, this is Spring Folk. Can I hold it just a second?
Sure.
All right, so I want to point out a couple things to it. What I love about this, it's a band sampler. So it's really not that wide. I don't know, what would you say? It's about like 4 inches wide. And then, I don't know, 13, 14 inches tall. Each one is a band. And so what I love about band samplers, it's been a long time since I've done a band sampler. What I like is you just kind of get that instant gratification. Like you can say, okay, tonight I'm going to do that section. This is on driftwood. Our lighting is very dim in here. So, and the colors on the spring one are very pastel. And so the color is driftwood of the linen, fabrics by Stephanie. You might have some of that on hand. I'm really seeing the crown thing. I keep thinking I'm wearing a crown or I look like Lady Liberty. And so we also used Lady Dot Creates Rick Rack. And then this board is by Chantel, Chantel's 141 Design Company. And it's etched with this quilty theme to it. And so
It's really a neat
It is.
piece.
You can order the board. You do have to stain it. Chantel does plan to do a tutorial on how to stain the board. So but if you feel it, it's smooth. I mean, that laser of hers just etches that in there.
It's really...
And when we originally worked together on this, I told her, I said, I'm going to have like what I call a quilty row. And that's this row right here. So I wanted the board to kind of match that quilty row and just coordinate. Now, there's 4 seasons. I will say fall is the one that I did teach last fall at Chantel's retreat.
The pep rally.
So you might have seen that on some postings that I did. So there's 4 in all, the 4 seasons. They will all be on display at market. So your shops are going to be able to come in and check them out. What I love about this is each season has its own unique color palette. It's DMC threads on driftwood, fabrics by Stephanie. It's on 32 count. You can do 16 count with these. The cross stitch portion is very Ada friendly. I've also incorporated some what I call embellished stitches. This is kind of where that folk look comes in. I did some like what I call over stitching, as if you were think like doing wool felt embroidery, wool applique. And that was kind of the look that I was going for originally when I designed the first one, because I actually designed fall first, and then spring, and then summer, and winter. So I love that look to it. And each one you'll notice are going to have things in common, motifs that are different, but shapes in common. So a lot of this embellished stitching, yes, you can do that on Ada. I give complete instructions for that. Then in each one, there are 3 rows of specialty stitches. I do complete instruction on how to do those. And I made sure that the specialty stitches are Ada friendly, or if it doesn't work for Ada, I give you an Ada alternative, okay? I wanted to make sure, because we had quite a few at the pep rally that stitched Ada, and they were able to do it just fine.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And I kind of, what I feel like with this one, I guess I'm super excited about it, because it celebrates the season. I love the colors. I love the texture of the stitches. And including like the 3 specialty stitch rows are done with a number 12 pearl cotton. One ball will do all 4 charts as they come out, because usually a ball of pearl cotton, like it's major yardage. And there's just 3 rows. To me, these are great. These would make great stitch along. Just do a row. You could even say, oh, I like those 2 little bunnies. Just make those a little, design all by itself. A lot of times in band samplers, you can pull elements out, and that's really what I love. And each row has, I think that you might have to go let the dog out. She keeps. I'll hold the fort down, honey. Yeah. The dog keeps banging the curtains over here. So what I like is that in each row I've got layers of stitches. It's just sometimes a little back stitch, or if it's a little like a cross stitch. Each one, to me, what that does, I've been exploring lately in my design work, just kind of layering stitches. And it's fascinating to me. And I think that's kind of because a lot of you know I also do design occasionally for counted canvas. And I think that's sort of where that comes into play with me sometimes, is I just love the layer of those stitches and the textures. And, it's hard to see necessarily on the linen because I purposely used a pearl cotton that was similar to the linen color because I wanted the texture, but not necessarily more color. So I am super excited about this series, bringing it to life for you. I love this little bunny down here, the giant tulip, because he's looking at those tulips, because don't you have those naughty bunnies in your yard? But just, so DMC, and I love the rows of carrots, with the little, like, the tulip motif, and then the kind of the stone path here. And so what was fun with this is I did kind of that tulip motif in cross stitch, and then I mirrored it down here in satin stitch with the pearl cotton. And yes, there is an adaptation to Ada on that. So here's the really exciting part. Okay, Lady Dot Rick Rack. I also did include the fabric line that you can get this backing fabric. And so if you saw this before, or if you attended the class, are you all good? Everybody's back? Yay! All right, Miss Daisy. If you attended the class, then you just need one board. And it's on there with magnets. So you'll be able to stitch this one. And then I've got a magnet. Okay, now my back is not stained. This was the model that I used for a class. And it's the Jacobean color, just in case. Because Chantal and I were working together to get the color
Figure out
right.
which color to use, yeah.
She sent me a bunch of boards and then wrote the name of the stain on the back, and this was the one we both liked. So I'm still using it. But anyway, and then you can see that now I wrapped the top with just jute, a very simple finish. I actually tucked these little wool felt leaves from Benzie Design in there. I tucked them in for the fall one, and then I liked them with this too.
Yeah, just left them there.
So I actually think I'm gonna leave this. Now you could totally change that out with another little, like, we had those wool felt carrots, like dimensional. There's so many options up there, but I just thought I'm gonna leave mine simple so you can see that. There's a hole in it, you can hang it. So yeah, I just think this is, one board, change out your seasons, super easy. You know how to finish this because I have lacing tutorials. This is laced. Check out the FlossTube tutorial on how to attach Rick Rack. I will list that one below. It's the one where we finish season 2, and then you know how to attach, fabric to mat board. So super easy finish. There's just a lot of detail to these, and I just love them. I don't know. I have such a fun time designing this way. I think partly what it is, I have been saying for years, I need to get back to doing some counted canvas. Because I love it, but it uses a different part of my design brain, and it takes a little bit of time. And so this is almost like the best of both worlds. I'm doing
it's like a hybrid.
Yeah. So I love adding those little specialty stitches in there. I've been pushing myself from a design standpoint, and I don't want to scare anybody off, but I'm trying to push as a stitcher too, to try something new, or learn something new. Anyway, so I am so excited. Again, the shop owners will be able to pop in our room at Market, Nashville Needlework Market. It's a wholesale market, so not open to the public. But they'll be able to pop in and see all 4 series. So I'm really
Plus
excited.
they can get the paddle from
Yes,
Chantal.
Chantal's actually exhibiting this year or vending this year at Market, so they'll be able to get the paddle from her. And then the fabric, the linen will be by Stephanie. And if you get a half a yard, that's enough for all 4 seasons. And I'm experimenting with one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still working on winter and putting the final stitches in it. It's designed, but I'm putting the final stitches in. I like to have all that on display so that they're done. I mean, shops can see them and get excited and tell you guys about them. And so I experimented with something with mine, but I want to wait to make sure it comes out okay, and then I'll share it. But yeah, half yard gets you all, but 1 board, and then the Lady Dot rickrack, and
Because she'll be at Market also.
yes, Lady Dot is there, Fabrics with Stephanie is there, and DMC threads. Okay, kept it pretty simple with that. I'll tell you what, even I want to do this. Okay, I'm giving it away a little bit, but see this fun motif at the top where it kind of comes in like this? All 4 have a motif that come in like this. So if you wanted to do something fun with it, you could take that center motif and then flip it up and make a really cool pincushion or a Beast Cornu or something. I think that would be a lot of fun. Anyway, can you tell I'm excited about this series? Sorry, I've already spent 16 minutes talking about it. 16, not 60. I think Doggy wants dinner, but she knows she missed it with the cats upstairs. All right.
Am I taking her up?
No, we'll just give her a little time.
Okay.
We're not. Okay, so the next. This begins the theme of gather. We did a lot of gathering last year. We're going to continue to do a lot of gathering this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like gather together as a group to stitch, gather as a family, gather. We did a lot of gathering as family last year.
We did.
And we're going to this year too. So we finally have this Gather Wildflowers. There are 3 round designs. You want to hold that one up too? Okay, awesome. So all 3 designs come in the chart. These again are boards from Chantal. Okay, that first one was called the Folk Paddle. These are called Perpetual Paddles. I thought that it was such a cute name. And let me tell you, these paddles are so versatile. You can string these all together so they kind of look like that, or you can hang them individually. You can tuck them in a tray.
You can do them vertical.
Yep, vertically. Our camera angle doesn't really work for vertical, but you get the idea. Or you could just go like this. Anyway, you can be like romper room. I see. No. So you're going to get the idea that obviously these are seasonal. So this is the spring where we gather wildflowers. I love the little country cottage. And there's 4 in the series, obviously seasonal. And when I was designing the bottom, each has a little garland or laurel at the bottom, and it's the same, but it changes from season to season. So this is spring, when the branches or the garlands are just starting to turn green. They're a little thin yet, but they're just blooming. You know, I said when most of the world is starting to get green. we know not everybody is.
Well, it takes a while to get green
yes,
here.
Exactly. That's true. Now, I do want to mention about, these are stitched on 32 count platinum, Belfast, also Ada friendly, and this is with DMC threads. With that center one, it's hard for me to say which one is my favorite. Now, with this one, the Gather Wildflowers, that is stitched over 1. That is also something that I discovered I really liked doing, is designing a little bit over 1.
Irritating a lot of stitchers?
Thanks. It does kind of irritate a lot of stitchers. But it's just a little touch of it.
Yeah.
And if you're stitching on the linen, try it. It's just enough. What I liked about doing this, when I was designing this, I really had a certain look in mind to the font. And I have talked about this. I get emails a lot from people. What font did you use for this? I don't know. It's the font that I made up in my head. I design fonts for every design. I design something new. I am not smart enough to kind of build a catalog of fonts, because a lot of times, like, I have to create the font to fit the design.
Fit the space.
Yeah. And so I really wanted something that I could get a lot of detail, and I just couldn't get the detail that I wanted over 2. So that's somewhere along the line, I had this like thought, like, well, what if I made it the size I wanted, and then I made it, and then it became over 1. So that being said, because I said I made these Ada friendly, I did design an over 2 version. So over 2, if you want to stitch over 2 on linen, or over 1 block on Ada.
And that's included in the chart.
And that's included in the chart. And I really tried to mirror the look of the over 2 with each font of the Gather Wildflowers. So then these, again, you're going to get the 4 seasons. This is spring, and then summer will release. So 1 set of paddles, and the paddles are coming 3 paddles to a group, or to a bag. To a pack, thank you. Magnets again, okay? And I just slid that off, and I've got magnets on the back. You can see how I laced. I will be doing a tutorial on this. I have other tutorials that show how I do rounds, but we're gonna make a standalone one for this, because also how I attach the rickrack. Okay, and that's Lady Dot Creates Rickrack. This is Country Rust. So I've got my magnets on there, and upside down, and there we go. And I love doing
what threads do we use?
DMC. So super easy. I love this color palette. I don't know. And each one is going to have a little building, and then a saying. We're going to gather something all year long. Like I said, it's a year of gathering. You know what people say? They have a word for the year. Apparently mine is gathering.
I believe that's what it's going to be.
And then each one also I call this the quilt block, or the barn quilt, because obviously it's got a quilt on it, a quilt block, and I just love that. I don't know. Each one has its own personality. I can't wait to share with you the other seasons. But I wanted to start off with spring. These are not big designs. I think this is about a 4-inch round. I will talk about that more in the video, the finishing tutorial when we get to that. But it's really, they're not, I mean, you could definitely, well, I stitched all these. I would probably say I could do one in like a couple evenings.
I would think so.
Yeah, they're not hugely involved.
They stitched up really fast.
Yeah. And I know this one is spring, but you could even kind of leave this up through summer a little bit. I'm just saying, but but anyway, so yeah, I just love these. So that is Gather Wildflowers. Just look at the piece, Cathy. It says Gather Wildflowers on it. So all right, then to go with, now not round, but kind of in the same color.
But yet gathering.
But yet gathering. Oh my gosh. Why did you let me do that?
So it's my fault. You're right.
Okay, sorry. Okay. All right. We're going to have a little mini series of small gatherings as opposed to the large gatherings. That comes later. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any large gatherings in mind. But this is definitely this is a couple night stitch. Just something sweet and small. You could finish it as a little pillow. You could, because I think this opening on this frame is like 3x5. Okay, so really very, very doable in a couple evenings. If you get this set and you get all the DMC colors, just gonna let you in on a little secret. you should just get this chart because it's the same DMC colors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually the same linen color. This is the 32 count platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Again, ADA friendly, completely ADA friendly. Just a sweet little stitch.
Mm-hmm.
Give it as a gift. I wanted mine to, I have a plan. I always have a plan. That frightens you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So what I would like to do is there'll be, again, 4 of these in all, and we'll be releasing one of these at the same time as the next rounds, and they're all the same size. And guess what? They're all going to fit in the same frame. So I have plans for another little FlossTube tutorial. I will be doing that once we get back on how I framed mine. So this is an East Side Moldings frame.
Yes.
They're a company I've worked with like forever. They've changed ownership several times.
They did the frames for the coffee series or beach.
Coffee series, beach series. I've used them, heck, even back when we had the shop, I carried their frames, the moldings. And the shop has changed hands several times, the company has. Sam is a gentleman who does them now. They're out of Pennsylvania. And he's kept a lot of the same moldings. So this is one is called Peddler's Alley. What I like about it is it took a small design, and that molding is, I don't know, a couple inches wide, you think?
Yeah.
Inch and a half, 2 inches. And it gave it presence, okay? But it's small enough, it could still tuck in a little shelf, maybe a little big for a tray, but like I have a lot of open shelving that I decorate, and it could go in there. It could go on an easel. It could just lean.
It gives it a nice weight.
Yes, exactly. And because they're all the same size, they will all fit in the one frame. And I just did a real simple finish on the back. I'm going to walk you through all the steps when I do a tutorial, just so how you can switch it out each time. And so one frame. I will say this is a custom size. You could probably get by with something that's not a custom size. Because this is about it's like 3.5 by a little over 5 opening. You could probably fudge it a little bit. But still, I want to say this frame probably retails for like 38 to 40. So you might go, "Ooh, Cathy, that's kind of expensive." Well, you just need one.
Just one.
Just one. And like I said, it gives it more of a presence. It could definitely hang on a wall as well if you just have like a little nook to fill somewhere. That's what I liked about it. And this one color goes with all 4 of the designs. Because for market, I had to frame all 4. They're all framed at the same frame. So I'm not going to show those to you now. But anyway, so gather blessings. It's so funny because when we were taking the pictures for that, the little red house in it, my inspiration is for this one, for that little red house. I have a little red ceramic house. Did you give me the red one? You gave me the red one.
For Christmas one year.
And then somehow, because I ordered from the lady again, I got an orange one. And the orange one's in the picture and on the front cover. I can't find the red one anywhere. It's around this house. I know it is.
It's somewhere.
We're going to open a drawer okay, I'm famous for like when I'm changing out the seasons, like I'll grab stuff that like doesn't stay out and I'm just going to put it in this little bowl right here because then I'll remember where it is. It's right here. Yeah, I can't remember where it is.
And then 12 months later, the hunt begins. Where is that
little red
thing?
house?
Oh, it was right here. Oh, yeah.
I will find it. I promise I will find it.
I have no doubt it'll turn up.
Anyway, but yes. Okay, so now we have 3. Okay, so we should probably keep going. All right, so the next one, we did another berry. So we're filling the berry basket. So let's see, when we first started, last year we did the strawberry was the first one. I love that old calendar. The strawberry was the first one. The strawberry of strawberries. And then we did the blueberries. I love the blueberries. I know, not blueberry colored. They're blueberry in my world. So now we're adding another berry.
Welcome to our universe.
Yeah. Blackberries. Nope. Not the digital device that's, a couple decades old. But so now we have just a nice little grouping. of all the berries. I just love them. A little berry basket, making the fruit salad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I said, okay, so the secret to these is that there are certain colors that are the same. Okay, the fabric is the same. What did I do that on? Okay, it's on raw Belfast. Again, ADA friendly.
Mm-hmm.
There are no half stitches, or there's really no back stitches, except there are a few. I'll explain on this one. Here, we'll just take them out so they can see them a little bit better. I got this really cool colander at a kind of a garage sale last week. Isn't that neat? It's old. So each one, if you want to hold those two up, they're all finished the same way. They all have the same green and cream rickrack or gingham trim, and the tops, the caps are all the same way. The green and then that yellowish cream and then that brassy brown color are the same on each one.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually probably have enough. I would say the brown brassy color, you have enough. If you got the skein for this one, you still have plenty for these. The greens, there's two greens, are the same. The colors that change are the colors of the fruit. Okay, and they're now with the berries, strawberries, there were two colors. Same thing on the blueberries. But with the blackberries, okay, honestly, I didn't know much about blackberries.
No.
We don't get them that much. So I had to do a little research. Believe it or not, I did research.
You did?
What's a blackberry look like?
I remember you showing me.
So some blackberries, now I went a little lighter in the purple probably than imaging, much like I did with the blueberries, but I wanted them all to look pretty. And I just happen to like those two purples. So in my world, that's what the color of the blackberry is. But blackberries that are ripening are actually kind of a maroony wine color.
Yeah.
So there are 3 extra DMCs in that one besides your 2 greens, your cream, and your brassy brown. So I had a lot of fun with that. Now, what I did not know, because I have gone strawberry picking, you and I have.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever gone blueberry picking. I've gone raspberry picking. I don't think I've ever gone blueberry picking.
I don't believe I have. I picked wild ones.
Yeah. I know I've never gone blackberry picking before, but there are many breeds, types that have thorns on the branches. I didn't know that, but there are quite a few now that don't have thorns. So I did put a couple, it's hard to see them, on the branches of the blackberry. I did put a couple just long stitches to mimic the thorns.
Yeah.
You don't have to, just tell everybody you're growing a hybrid. You're growing them fancy new thornless.
Thornless.
So, it's the organic ones. I don't know. But anyway, I just love these. Putting them together in a little berry salad. And just, I don't know, I just really like them a lot. They're so much fun. Template, just like the previous ones, template, basic finishing instructions. And then, go to my website. There's a blog post where I did a picture walk of how I did my cap. Strawberries, I didn't design them for years because I would always look at these fancy, beautiful berry caps and think, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And so when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this so I can do it. And if I can do it, you can too. So I made it super easy, walk you through how mine look. And I love them. So.
And we'll have blueberries and strawberries at market also.
Yeah, so if this is kind of a new set to you, and you want all 3 of them, we'll make sure we've got, we'll bring the models and we'll make sure we have extra charts of the others too. So yeah, and okay, while you're putting those back in, I guess I should maybe kind of explain that this particular market, gosh, I hope people understand by now, they call it a cash and carry show. So what they do is we actually bring all the product with us. We load up the back of the car.
The object is to not be able to see on the way down and to have clear vision on the way home.
If we did our jobs right, that's the way it works. But no, we are always able to.
Yeah.
Your car's a little bit bigger than mine was now. We didn't always have that to take with us, but now we're pretty. We have been doing this enough years. We are pretty organized.
We've developed a system.
Yeah. There are years that we pretty much, I think could have gotten strapped to the roof.
Well, there's years that we still you put the last suitcase in and you go, there's not another inch in the back.
No.
Somehow it always works out.
Yeah.
But this is a wholesale show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yep.
for shops and online, local shops.
Mm-hmm.
And
so if you're wondering like where to get our newest designs, you know, on our website, we do keep a list of shops that it's probably not 100% updated because there's been a lot of new shops open up. I noticed with this market, a lot of online shops, a couple new brick and mortars, which any new shop I'm always thrilled to see.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so just really kind of just check out all over social media too. Like I said, I've been hanging out on social media all day. No, you know, I feel like I'm going to post that last one of the day and everybody's going to go, thank goodness she's done.
Would you just go away?
So, okay, we got 3 more to go. Whew. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, remember what I said about the shape round. The last one I just posted.
Are we getting a round to the last 3?
Boo.
Not good.
Yeah, no, not good.
I apologize for that.
No, you don't.
No, I really don't. I meant every word of it.
Okay, so these last 3, I should have brought the classic haunt out, the one with the ghost in the middle and it says trick or treat.
Let me go find it.
You want to?
Yeah.
Do you know where it is? Okay. Should I wait?
I know the vicinity. No, go ahead.
Okay.
I would not wait.
We could be waiting a while. Okay. So the reason why I asked Bill to go get that one is without really, I'm not going to call these a series because I don't know. There's certain expectations with series, but I just love designing, obviously lately, in the round. Making things fit. It's no secret that I like to create certain shapes and then try and work with the design to get it to fit into that shape. Like the block parties, like the polar plunge ornaments, like the scary apothecary, like pretty much any ornament series I've ever done. I'll try to do a shape and then that's part of the fun for me is getting to convey my art, what I want to show you in that space. I guess I'm weird. Anyway, so the round, these got designed first and then I was doing some other rounds and it's just like, man, this is just fun. So I made, these are about 4 inches. These are a little bit bigger. I will figure out the size and I'll make sure I put that online later. But we did a classic haunt last fall and it's a trick or treat and it had a ghost in the middle holding up like letters for the word or. And I just had so much fun with that round shape that I thought I'm going to do more. And then, so I did Liberty Pennies and it's the same size, like I said. And these are finished, flat finished with some pretty cotton fabric on the back. And I did a 2-tone rickrack, or not, excuse me, got rickrack on the brain. 2-toned cording. And then I did the cording so that you could actually have a hanger with a cute little kind of a tassel detail at the top. Or if you wanted, you could hang it somewhere. It's probably a little on the big side for like an ornament, say on a tree or something like that. But you could also just let that drop to the back the way I attached that hanger. And then you could just tuck it in a little tray or a bowl or something like that. So I don't know, I just call this just a sweet little tuck in. And I love all the, everything from the crock to there's that little red house again. It's gotta be around here because it's been the inspiration for a lot of design work and I can't even find it. It's probably hiding. But just, I loved the penny flowers. Of course, we've got our great American flag in the middle and it all sitting on that cute little primitive bench. Were you able to find it? Okay, all right, we'll find, you know what? I think I knew where I might know where. Okay, is it in one of those bins on my work table? Because I think I pulled it out so we would remember to take it to market. The one on your left, maybe. I'm sorry, right. My other left.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Remember how we were telling people last week how we don't edit anything? Maybe we should learn.
This is the boss playing hide and seek with the design.
Okay, so this was the first round that came out. And see, I did the same thing. I put the hanger, and then if you don't want it, if you just want it to like tuck in somewhere, this just falls to the back easily. And then I've got this sweet little pin up top. You've got a bat there, and I've got a little American flag here. Those are from Just Another Button Company. I will have the pins at Market. I will have some at Market. And if I don't have enough for shops to order, they can always order right from Just Another Button Company. It's not limited in any way. No. It's just that Just Another Button is not vending at this year's show. So as a courtesy to shops, I do bring some with me. They allow me to send me some.
Because we don't carry them on a regular basis.
Not on a regular basis. So I just, I love that one also had the twisted cord, the 2-color quick twisted cord. And then a little, and what happens is that pin at the top holds that bow and everything in place. So if you get to a point, and I just love when my bow just kind of goes all over the place. I know some people want like neat bow. No, I'm a messy bow kind of person. And I layer the ribbons and stuff like that. So, but again, see, same size. They stack like that. All right. So this is Liberty Pennies. This one is out in shops now, and it's also on our website. This one will be coming out. Liberty Pennies will be coming out at Market.
And we will have some of the
yes, we're going to take
Classicon at Market.
Just in case you're like, oh, I didn't know all this. So so that's Liberty Pennies. And I want to point something out. This is the paddle, perpetual paddle that the Gather Wildflowers is on. It just so happens.
Imagine that.
That fits on there. Okay, if you did a 14-28 count, I'm thinking you'd be closer to the edge, but I still think you'd be okay. Yeah, I think so. And then you could put some pretty ribbons through there. So I told you, these paddles from Chantal are going to be so versatile. I love these. Doesn't it look like a little skillet?
And they're not cast iron.
Yeah, no, they're not. And you do have to paint these. Okay, I just painted mine with black spray paint.
And a little bit of clear coat.
And a clear coat.
Very simple.
Yes, very simple. And I didn't even sand the edges. And it's just thin layers. It's super easy. Okay, so 2 more to go. Let's get around to it.
Oh, it was bad when I said it.
The same thing you said?
I believe so.
Okay.
Similar.
Okay, similar. All right. So Liberty Pennies was round. Next we have Buzz Botanical Bees. I love this botanical. He's a botanical buzzer. He's a botanical bee buzzing in the blooms, I think is what I said. I put that in. I always do like a cute little phrase or saying to shops. Is that what I said? I mean, I've got my iPad here with the email.
And it has the bee pin from Just Another Button Company.
Botanical Bee buzzes in blooms. Yes. And so we have the Prairie Bee from Just Another Button Company. The fabric on this one. Oh, this was 32 count slate. See, you went away and I just totally went off track. I mean, it's 32 count slate, fabrics by Stephanie with Weeks Dye Works threads. And as always, I include DMC substitutions. It's in the parentheses behind, nice timing. In the parentheses behind, I'm tired, can you tell? Yeah. Behind the hand-dyed name. Same thing here. This is Juniper from Fabrics by Stephanie. It's a new color she and I worked on last fall. One of my designs for the Jingle Ball was on this color, Juniper, and I just loved it. And so much that I knew the Botanical Bee. This was something I had been kind of envisioning for a while. I knew that he was coming out of Market. Yeah. I knew he was coming out of my head and then coming out of Market. I know that sounds frightening, but I have like original, some of my original sketches. He was there. He was there. He was happening. So I just love the flowers. I love, we've got the little bee skeps, and there's so much going on there. Again, there's so much detail. That I love this in a very small confined space. So it's very doable to get it done in a reasonable period of time.
Sure.
And you know how to finish this. Again, I'll be doing some kind of tutorials on this, but I do show in other tutorials how to finish the rounds.
Yeah.
And then we've got the two-tone rickrack. You want to show the back? I did a fun fabric on the back. And this is where I love just kind of playing with fabrics that kind of coordinate. And then I love the two-tone cording. And then using that accessory on top, the bee, to kind of go through all the ribbons. And then again, if you're like, I don't like those ribbons, take the pin out, pull the ribbon out, add a new ribbon.
You're all set.
Ta-da. And I like the fact that we're able to hang this. If you have some people have maybe a cute little shelf or, knobs on, we have that one door, that chalkboard door in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
And it's got a little knob on it.
Yeah.
These would be perfect hanging off that. So I just like it.
Cats will have hours of enjoyment.
They can't reach that high. Maybe they can't. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we'll see.
We'll find out. So that is Botanical Bee. I hope you like him or her. It was so much fun. It was so much fun to design. And then yay, one more, you guessed it, round design. This is Gather at the Table. Our final, it's only appropriate that we gather once again for the final release for market. I'll tell you, these colors, this was the original color palette I had in mind. And I just remember I saw that and I loved them. And I thought, people aren't going to like those colors. I don't know. It's really, really bright. And you looked at them and you go, oh my gosh, I love the colors. Your deep purples, your oranges, all that stuff. And I just, I don't know. I just think this is funny. I just want you to come have a seat at the harvest table. But make sure you take the pumpkin off the seat first.
Move the pumpkin first.
Move the pumpkin. But yeah, we have a couple wheat sheaves coming up. It's all the hallmarks of a beautiful fall setting, but just in nice, bright colors. And this is now this one is DMC, and this is on 32 count colonial parchment fabrics by Stephanie. And Stephanie does dye her fabrics in Aida as well. So you can definitely get that for Aida. And again, the chart is very Aida friendly. This one has a lot less back stitching, just a few, just kind of to embellish. And I did that same fun finish with the round. And then it's got a tassel at the top, a hanger if you want to hang it someplace. We've got the acorn with a bunch of fun ribbons. And you know what I didn't realize I did? This is really kind of summer. This is kind of fall. They have basically the same ribbons.
Ribbons.
I didn't even notice I did that. Because I picked ribbons. Each of these has I picked ribbons that I thought would coordinate with these. So I like ribbons. It's not, no secret, and just something fun to play with. I have a few in my stash.
There's a bin or two of ribbons.
A bin or two, yes. He's being kind.
Or three.
But anyway, so what I love about these is, again, they're all the same size. Here, so you can see. And now, so this was kind of funny, and I don't think I have it. See, yep. They're all the same size. And they would look really cute on, if you didn't want to finish them like this, they would look cute on that perpetual paddle that Chantal made. And you can see, look how perfect that fits on there. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't even think about it. In the picture that I posted about Gather at the Table, that is sitting on a round black plate that's got the alphabet around it. It's not finished. I've had a couple of people say, I love that plate that you finished on. It's not finished on that plate.
That is not part of the finish.
It's, I have a stash of display props. And that's what I use when we take the cover photos and all that kind of stuff. It never even dawned on me when I put that, because this fit in it so perfectly, and I thought, oh, that just makes such a pretty picture. It never even dawned on me that people would think that
it was finished in that.
it was finished in that. So if you go and you see, if you're like, well, now I gotta go see what she's talking about. If you go see that little plate, it's not finished in it. I got that, gosh, maybe 10, 12 years ago.
At least.
Yeah. Maybe Christopher has to still be in middle school or high school.
Yeah, would have to be.
Because I got it at that gift shop in Lincoln when we were down visiting, when he was at that one tennis camp. So that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. That I did Google. If you just Google round tin plate with alphabet, you'll come up against, this was, well, the one I used in the picture was a reproduction, but there's actually some that are not reproductions. And I actually did find that where it shows it, and it comes in 2 different sizes. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I thought when I got the first email this morning, where did you get the plate? We need a source for the plate. I'm like, oh, please, I've been doing this long enough. If I had a source, I'd have given it to you, but that was not the intent. Yeah. So anyway, so here's the lineup. All right, yay! Should we do a quick little drive-by?
Let's go through them again.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, see if we can remember. This is getting our minds ready for. Okay, first we have Spring Folk. It's getting darker in here. If you notice that.
That happens in the evening.
Yeah. Okay. Spring Folk on Chantel's paddle with Stephanie's linen, DMC on Lois's rickrack. There'll be a quiz later. Oh, Gather Wildflowers. We got the cute little cottage. We got the barn quilt block.
Versatile.
And I have you trained so well. You
that
know
was a trick move.
The words go in the middle. And then, of course, the Gather Wildflowers in the middle on Chantel's perpetual paddles, Lady Draught trim, rickrack, 1 package will do all 3. DMC on Platinum. Ooh, I'm getting this down.
Don't look at me.
Then we have the Small Gatherings, Gather Blessings. And as I said, we'll be doing a little bit of a tutorial with that one.
Same fabric, same threads.
Same fabric, same threads. It doesn't use all the threads that for the other, but if you get the DMC for the others, you'll have for the Gather Wildflowers, you'll have enough to do the Gather Blessings. And then of course we're cooking with a fruit salad. We've got blackberries now. We're cooking a fruit salad.
Bog.
We're chopping a fruit salad. I don't know what you say. We're cooking a fruit salad.
We're making a fruit salad.
And we're making a fruit salad.
There we
Okay.
go.
So who knows what berry is going to be next? I know what I'm thinking. Okay, then we've got Liberty Pennies. And we've got the Botanical Bee, not the Botanical Buzz. I know I did call it that, didn't I? And then Gather at the Table. Just fun. I just love these designs. These again are not very big. Think of these as if you're the person that likes big projects, these are what I call like the appetizer. Or you need a little palette cleanser after. And I just love the details. And I don't know, I just think they're really fun. So we'll do a lot with some tutorials afterwards. So keep an eye out. Are we ready?
And let your shops know.
Yes. And if you have a question about what shop, please email us and find out, like, you know, hey, I can't find a shop or whatever, I'm having problems. Please email us.
We suggest shops all the time.
So we're happy to do that. I would definitely, please email us. If you put anything in comments, either here or social media, we don't always see them.
Or messaging.
Yeah, please don't do that. Just email Bill at handsondesign.biz or Cathy at handsondesign.biz. Either one of us will let you know, because we certainly don't want you to go without a pattern. But anyway, so I think
we look forward to seeing all the shops and all our friends, other designers in Nashville.
It is a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun. And this is the time of year when I get to see my other designing friends and my shop owner friends, and just hang out. We work hard all day. And then a lot of times, we'll go out to dinner and just catch up, see how the kids are,
It's a good time.
That kind of fun stuff.
Look forward to it every year.
Anyway, all right. Yay. one final cheers. And I think we're good to go. You gonna take your trophy and go home? You are home.
Put it back on my desk.
Anyway, all right. I think we're done.
I think so.
Okay.